The Diddy trial, you guys, over here on Pearl Street. Well, over there on Pearl Street. Y'all, the verdict is in. They found Diddy guilty on a couple of things, but the most important thing, y'all, they did not find him guilty on the RICO charge. Y'all, come in the building, smash the like button. Y'all, they are having a press conference, and we are going to go live right now, and we're going to follow this press conference and what they're saying, what's going on. um we're gonna let me see. Let me kind of hit it back. Hey, Teresa Bullock, how are you, hon? Welcome, welcome. And I do want to say, hey, D Dot, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Carol, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I do want to say this, right? I'm glad that they found him not guilty on those prostitution charges, I believe it is. But I do want to say, I'm not for Diddy. I don't care for him. I don't like him. I know he's a nasty person. But what the reality is we all want people, no matter who you are, no matter what color you are, it doesn't matter. We know Diddy's a demonic entity, right? But we as the people should want, somebody to be charged appropriately for what they have done. We know that Diddy put hands, feet, the elbows, everything. But is these charges that he's been charged with, the RICO and all this, appropriate, right? We already know that Diddy's a monster. But a RICO charge, he wasn't, he wasn't making money. They were making it seem like he was like this mob boss. Hey, loving myself, how are you? They were making it seem like he's a mob boss, like he's over here, like selling pounds of the white powder. They're doing all this stuff, right? I'm saying this because I have a son. Now, if this was my son, my child, my nephew, whoever, my family member, even a friend, I would not want them to be charged for something that they did not do. Yes, Diddy is a monster. He beat on Cassie. He did all these demonic things. But what he should be charged with, y'all should have charged him with that, right? I don't think they charged him appropriately, right? And that's all the reason why I'm glad he did get guilty, not guilty on those certain charges, right? Teresa says, hey, hon, exactly. I get it, Lounge. You're so right. Yes, because I have a son. I also have a daughter. Some of y'all have nieces, nephews, daughters, sons, maybe even grandkids. How would it feel if your loved one, whoever, even if it's a friend, was charged inappropriately for something like this, like where he's facing or she may be facing life in prison? That's all I'm saying. I don't like Diddy at all. Y'all know how I feel about him. Y'all know, we know Diddy's a demonic monster, right? We all know that. Everybody knows how I feel. But to be charged improperly for something you're facing life with, life for, a charge that's not even you. Diddy did not go out here and Diddy did not make money. Anything he did, he was paying money for these, male prostitutes, women prostitutes, whatever. He was paying out money for them. He wasn't making no money off him. So we have to make it make sense. That's the only reason why I'm happy. And a lot of people are happy that he got off for those charges. But Diddy, he needs to sit down. He does need to serve some time. I'm not going to say that, he's been a perfect angel during survival, because he hasn't. But they need to sit him down because he has been disgusting, right? He has been very, very, let me take my earbud out. He's been very disgusting. But y'all, we're going to listen to this press conference and we're going to get into it. Hey, loving myself, how are you? Welcome. So let's listen to this, the press conference, you guys. D-Dot says, yep, the disgusting buzzer. Yes, he is. We all know Diddy is a demonic entity, y'all. We not perpetrating a fraud over here. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Welcome. I'm sorry, I'm feeding my face too, y'all. Hold on, let me fast forward this just a little bit. Because I know Agnifilio and them came. Hold on just a second. Let me fast forward it. Because I know we're like running a little bit behind on the let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me fast forward it because I ain't got time to be sitting here. Okay. Okay, let me fast forward it. Let me fast forward it. Just a teeny bit. Cause I got turn it down. So here is the family coming out, his mom and the girls. Wow. Look at all those people. Y'all look at all those people. That's a lot of people out there. Wow. Y'all see me? I'm over here eating, y'all. I'm sorry. I is hungry. I've been running all day. Okay, let me see. Hold on just a second. Let me play it. Hold on just a second, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the camera. Let me turn the camera to me, y'all. Uh-oh. Let me just take it down. But y'all, this situation, y'all, these people at the courthouse, y'all, they are cutting up. The press, let me see. Let me see. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is. Hold on. Hold on just a second, y'all. Mr. Agnifilio, he let me see. I don't know why it's not. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, let's watch it, y'all. Right here, front and center, y'all. Let's see what he got to say, honey. Welcome in, y'all. Smash the like button. This is the end of Diddy's trial. Hey, my baby Jamil Peterson says Diddy Glover not guilty and he's still gonna get time served. Uh-oh, hold on. I don't know what this is doing. This is not me, you guys. Hold on. I don't know why this is doing this. Hold up. I don't know what is going on. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Hold up. I don't know why the news channel doing that. Hold on. I'm like, what's going on? They like fast forwarding it. Ain't nobody time. I don't know. Maybe they fast forwarded to let Mr. Agnifilio speak. Okay, maybe we just need to select somebody else, y'all. Hold on. Because this thing is crazy. Hold on. Hold up, swole up, y'all. Hold up.
With certified collagen filtration,
I don't know why this thing is acting up, y'all. Jamil says the feds probably messed it up purposely, laughing out loud. I know, right? I was set to go, and then next thing you know, it's acting up. Like, it's very suspicious, right? It is very, very suspicious as to why. Okay, here it is, you guys. Okay, let's get to the press conference on here. Because the other channel, it was cutting up. Okay, y'all. Let me turn the camera back and let's get to it, y'all. Let me put this back up in here. Y'all, welcome in. Smash the like button, y'all. This is the end of Diddy's trial, and this is a press conference. I don't know what's going on. This one is fast forwarding too. Oh yeah, they's doing some slickeroo. Oh yeah, hold up, y'all. They doing some kind of slickeroo. Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Cause they acting like, hold on. Let me put the speed. Let me speed it up a little bit and see if it acts right. Let's see. Baby, can you come here for a second, please, sir? Please, because I don't know what is going on. Let me see, y'all. Why is this thing acting a donkey? I have no idea. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind it now and see if it's going to act right. Okay, let's see if it's going to act right, y'all. I'm telling you. His bottom teeth looks like old tombstones. D.U is a mess. I got it, baby. I got it. Okay, it shouldn't. Hopefully it shouldn't. It shouldn't do. See, y'all, they playing. They is playing with my emotions, y'all. What in the world is going on? Baby, can you come to the studio, please? It's a 911 emergency. Jamel Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. They is doing this on purpose, y'all.
It is such a privilege to be a part of this legal team, this amazing legal team, and to represent Sean Combs. And this is a reminder to everyone, I hope, about the flaws in the criminal justice system, and for everyone to take a second look when the government charges people with crimes, and especially when the Southern District of New York does here. And so I hope everyone takes that seriously.
Wow.
We take this as an enormous victory and win. This is a huge win. He was acquitted of sex trafficking, acquitted of RICO conspiracy, and he will be able to sleep well at night.
Wow.
Thank you to everyone. I appreciate you.
Oh, they don't want people to hear what the judges, the lawyers have to say.
I want to start just by thanking my family and the families of each of the lawyers here for giving us the space and the time to serve Sean and to fight for Sean. I want to thank the court for giving us a fair fight. And you see what happens when you have a good defense team come together in front of a court.
Yeah, Teresa, it's weird.
And finally, I just want to thank Sean for giving me the honor and the privilege of serving him. Thank you.
I feel like there's not a lot more that I can say because these wonderful people have really said all there is to say, but I do want to thank Sean for the privilege of this opportunity to help him clear his name. After all, with the Southern District coming after him, guns blazing, it really is a testament to the fact that when you get a fair trial and a jury of your peers listens to the evidence, they will do the right thing. And I just want to say,
okay, y'all, I'm gonna pause it real quick and let me turn the camera to me because I'm like eating over here like a big old pig. Hold on. Let me kind of stand up. Let me turn the camera. So, y'all, welcome in, y'all. Happy Wednesday. So, they are saying, I got word that there's something going on deeper than what we know, right? But when I get that intel, I'm going to let y'all know. That's probably why it is fast forwarding like that. I press play and y'all seen what it did to me, right? However, they are saying that they froze Diddy's bank accounts. Diddy's bank accounts, they said, are froze. These lawyers have been working pro bono. Some of them or maybe all of them. I can't recall what information was put out. Either all of them or one of them, some of them are pro bono because his money is froze. Y'all know when he's guilty on these charges, they said they're taking everything, right? They are taking everything. For a federal forfeiture is called a financial forfeiture with the feds. So These lawyers have worked hard. They had did their job. Y'all, shout out to Mr. Agnifilo, because I was really sketchy about, how he was performing since day one. I was like, his elevator don't go all the way to the top. The way he kind of pulled it off, they said he did a great job. They said the prosecution did a great job on the first day of the closing arguments too. So, needless to say, he was found guilty. Hey, Brian, welcome. Needless to say, he was found guilty on some charges, but the RICO baby, it was not guilty. And that was a big one because that was a lifer. That was going to basically, be a whole showstopper. Now, he is going to get some time. They are saying, I was saying 10 years to 40, but we know that because the RICO is not on there, I would say now, maybe 5 to 10, but it's up to the judge how he's going to sentence him. We don't know how it's going to go. I don't know, but we're going to see. But y'all, let's finish listening to his lawyers before. I want to go to shout out to Queen Amadeus Shakur. She's out boots on the ground there in New York. Shout out to Sylvia. She's boots on grounds. Y'all, those were the ones that I was getting a lot of my information from because you give it to you raw, right? They're not trying to get clout. They're not trying to get all these views and clicks and stuff. They are reporting what's right because all of us were under the impression, oh, Diddy's a monster. We know he's a monster. Oh, Diddy doesn't need to, see the light of day, right? But when we started seeing everything unfold and boots on the ground in that courtroom, it's a whole different story from what everybody is reporting, right? And we know there's a lot of people out here reporting all kind of stuff, right? Perpetrating a fraud, trying to get whatever clout they want to get. That's their business, right? But here, I'm not gonna come and bring you guys this, fantasy stories or whatever. I'm gonna report, what it is. But y'all, let's continue listening to his lawyers. Let's continue.
Sean, get a just verdict.
Did anyone share what Mr. Coach wanted to say before he raised his hand during the other?
Let me turn it up, you guys.
Because it's still a pending unresolved matter. And I don't think we're going to take any more questions. I want to thank you all. You guys have been so diligent and dedicated. I pass you guys in the rain. I walk by you in the sun. And you're all out here every day. And I just want to thank you. But I don't think we're going to take any questions. So a lot of these things are still in process. The one thing I'm going to leave with this. We are not nearly done fighting. We are just getting started. To win this and to defeat the prosecutors from the Southern District of New York takes effort from beginning to end. Today was a major, major step in the right direction. But we fight on, and we're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family.
Yes, and you guys, everybody, I'm turning camera. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm eating. I had to go do like 11 things, errands, go get my nails done, because me and my baby we flying out tomorrow early in the morning, and I still got so much to do. But anyway, what I was going to say is everybody was saying because they had got, intel that Diddy was going to be getting off and making bail. But then it came back that the judge came and denied it. So everybody is shocked. They was having parties, basically not parties. They were turning up outside the courthouse. They were saying Diddy was free from what intel they got. But then it came back and it was like, no. The judge denied it. They said the judge came in. He was like, nope, get somebody else to do it. And then he left like in a couple of minutes from what I heard. But y'all, we're going to listen to this. And then I'm going to go to Queen Amadeus Shakur's. I'm going to go to her channel. And I'm going to show you guys, what content she got out there. She got some great content. I just got off her channel right before. Look, I came from the nail shop. So I'm going to, after this, we're going to watch her channel to show you all the great coverage that she got. But y'all, let's continue.
Thank you all for coming.
My baby says Diddy Glover is still gonna get time served. Hopefully he will, baby. Hopefully he will. They should charge him with the appropriate counts, appropriate crimes, right? Joe says alopecia. Okay. So let me back out of here, and I'm gonna go to Queen's Queen's channel. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they don't want people to show what's going on, right? I think they don't want nobody to know that Diddy, the feds is probably upset. They is probably hotter than fish grease because the with what came back. Hold on just a second. Let me go to Queen's page. There she is right there. Let's go to Queen's page. Y'all, please, please, please. Go subscribe to her channel. She great content. She was keeping it 100. I met Queen when me and Jamil went down to the courthouse. It was like a natural, organic, when we met, it was just natural, organic. She was real. I'm telling you, Queen, she is a realist, right? And I believe in people who are realists and who are leaders and not followers. Just because this person is saying it, this person is saying it. No, say what say how you feel. Don't allow somebody to come in and try to tell you what to say just for a little bit of change. I'm not about to do that. That's like selling your soul for a jelly roll, right? But y'all, let's listen to Queen, because she be bringing the tea, baby.
Like I say, she was very pressed. She was very upset. She started talking about Diddy's violence, how he was so great.
Hold on, y'all. Hold up, swole up. Hold up. Let me go and move this thing right here to go the speed. Hold on just a second, y'all. What in the world is going on? Okay, let me put it to normal. Okay, hold up, y'all. Y'all see me? Okay, let me see. Let's see if Queen...
So vicious, how he was, didn't obey the law or just had disregard for the law. She was acting like a whole Karen. I believe that she's very salty because she lost her thing. She didn't get what she was hoping for.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold up. I don't know why this thing is going fast, y'all. I'm telling you, they must know that, we over here reporting the real, and they not liking it. And it's normal. It's sitting at normal. I don't know what's wrong. Jamil, can you come to the studio, please, sir? I don't know where Jamil's at. He in the bedroom or downstairs. Hold on, I'm trying to play her.
And so with that all being said, she
here it is.
with the judge to in fact deny his bail, and she was successful. Even though Mark Agnifilo stood up and said that this man has beat a life sentence, he would have to be crazy to go out and do anything that would jeopardize what what he has done.
Okay, it's a little slow, y'all, but it's getting through with what Queen, her name right here is the original right here. The original Queen, Amadea, I think it's Shakur. But y'all go subscribe to her channel. She has great content, and when I say she keeps it 100, she keeps it 100, because she was like me when she first got there. She was thinking like, oh my goodness, blah blah blah, the same way kind of like I was thinking. A lot of people were thinking, and then to come to find out, when your boots on ground there, you see what's going on. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different. Oh, Dida says I know her. Yeah, she keeps it 100, and I met her personally when me and Jamil went the last time, and we just automatically clicked. And she does great content, and she keeps it real. But y'all, let's continue listening to Queen.
This was a very happy day for him, and they basically, like I told you guys, were willing to put up at least $1 million. But nonetheless, bail was denied. Now they did mention probation possibly. The judge said they could discuss probation, and Agnifilo, I don't think he really wanted to hear anything about that. And so, but they're going to have a hearing on Tuesday, July the 8th. I do believe it's going to be a remote hearing. It's going to be virtual, so we won't be allowed to attend, okay? With that being said, Mark Agnifilo brought up the Mann Act case and said, and he named and referenced several cases where, in fact, the accusers had been given bail. He referenced.
And you guys, if y'all don't know, I'm sorry, I'm eating and talking to y'all at the same time. Look, I'm like multitasking. If you guys don't know, they said Cassie's lawyer wrote a note on her behalf stating that, she's scared if Diddy gets out, this, that, and the third. So that's why the judge denied it. The judge said that Diddy's a flight risk and that he may go after his witnesses. I don't believe that to be true, because y'all, one thing is for sure, two things are for certain. Diddy just wants to get out and go and be with his kids, his mom, whatever, whoever, right? Probably have a freak off. Diddy, these 10 months, have been HE double hyphen six behind them bars, because y'all, Diddy has never been in no jailhouse like he has been the last 10 months. So he ain't worried about Cassie. He ain't worried about Jane. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. The only thing he worried about, Jane, he cutting that rent off. When he gets a chance to talk to his CFO, Jane, you might be homeless tomorrow. I'm just saying, right? She is going to get cut off. Ain't no more boob jobs, no booty jobs, no tummy tucks. The nails getting done, the feet getting done. Diddy said, I'm returning you back to the streets. Get somebody else to do it. But y'all, let's continue.
It's the U.S. versus Dylan. Okay, he also, and this was about a man who was a pimp. Okay, basically saying that his case was worse than Diddy's, and he also was given bail. There was another case he referenced, U.S. versus Lynn, where this was about prostitution with the P, and also little people were involved in this. And I believe in that case, or in one of the cases he referenced, there were little people involved, and the person still was given a bail. So the fact that they didn't give Diddy a bail is very telling. Like I told you all from day one, I feel that the judge was definitely biased towards the prosecution. That is just my opinion. Now, this is what Maureen Comey said. He abused his victims. She said he abused Cassie, he abused Jane, and the statute is clear. His wealth, his violence, and brazenness. He was extremely violent against his victims. He abused Jane viciously. And she kept using the word brazen about 20 times within 5 minutes. Okay, I just want you all to pay attention. And then also talking about, she was just saying that she repeatedly said it was brazen, it was vicious, it was violent. You know, it reminded me of.
And see, you guys, let me say this too. Let me turn the camera. If you guys don't know, the Mann Act, that is considered a violent crime. So this is why I think another reason why the judge denied Diddy's bail, because this crime is a violent crime according to the law books, right? According to the law. So what they're trying to do is trying to make sure Diddy is pinned down to the ground. He's not getting out until basically he serves his time. However long the judge is going to give him, I don't think that they're going to probably give him bail. They're going to keep denying it. I don't know why, because he should be able to get bail from what he has done. According to what I've heard, I don't know too much about that. I'm not a lawyer, but this is just what is being said. But y'all, we're going to continue listening to Queen, because I'm telling you, she got some good footage. So y'all, let's go ahead and listen to her. Smash the like button, you guys.
Back in the day, specifically during the Jim. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It had been left up to her. This was.
I'm sorry, Dee. Thanks. I must have hit the microphone mute button, but we're gonna continue to listen to Queen.
All going real bad. And so then, but Agnifilo did propose that the judge expedite Diddy's sentencing. Okay. And so the judge said that he will try, to expedite the sentencing. It's going to be July the 8th, 2 p.m. And as I said, it'll be done remotely. Now we're just standing out here. Basically, there's a crowd around, as you can see. I'm going to pan my camera in just a moment. But they're basically waiting for. Right, I know. I talked about that. We're all waiting around for them to kind of.
Can y'all hear now? Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me? Or if y'all can hear, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Hey, Dr. Sharice, how are you? Okay. Hey, John, how are you? Dolores, Tammy, Raisin Phoenix, welcome. Loving myself. Okay, let's continue.
out the
Thank you.
attorneys so we can hear their thoughts and their opinions and see what's going to happen. But here's the thing. Let us not forget what I told you guys about a month ago, that Donald Trump was entertaining the idea of pardoning Diddy. He does not like James Comey, the former director of the FBI, and Maureen Comey, Karen, in my opinion, is James Comey's daughter. Let's not forget that James Comey also was under investigation supposedly by Donald Trump after he put the note in the sand 8647. Okay, Trump said that to him was a threat and basically had him under a whole investigation. And he also didn't like him since 2016 with the Hillary Clinton emails investigation or the 2017 investigation into possible election interference. So just keep that in mind. You know Trump is vindictive. He gets revenge on his political opponents. And if he doesn't like...
Yes, and let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. People are talking so much about, oh, Diddy's going to get pardoned by Trump. Y'all, let me say this. I'm just trying to keep it 100, y'all. Like I said, I always do, right? We have to consider all of these lawsuits. Most of them were by Busby. And Busby and Trump are like BFFs. I don't think for one moment that Diddy's going to get a pardon from Trump. That's my personal opinion. Because all these lawsuits, even up until like what, this week and the end of last week, as the trial was ending, wasn't there more lawsuits coming out? And I was like, well, wait, hold on. When are all of these 100,000 lawsuits going to actually close out from Busby? When? Are they going to close out while we're in the grave? We're like skeletons in the grave. I mean, the casket's turning over. Is that when they're going to close out? Because all of those lawsuits that Busby created, I mean, I haven't heard. Maybe they said Jay-Z's. It was a win for Busby or Jay-Z. One of them, I didn't even pay attention. Because after I found out all of this, I'm like, okay, I'm done with all that. But y'all, let's continue.
Former FBI Director James Comey, and does he like his daughter? And also, he did say that if they sentenced Diddy to too much time, he would absolutely pardon him. Now, that's what I was told from a source. I can't substantiate that, but allegedly that's what he also said. Okay, so listen. We're standing out here, we're still waiting. I'm going to pan the camera so you guys can see the crowd, okay? Hold on, beloveds.
Okay, you guys. So this right here, let me pause it. Okay, this right here, let me turn the camera. Y'all welcome in. Let me turn the camera a little bit because I'm like have to stand up a little bit. But y'all, outside of the courthouse, of course, it's a lot going on out there. But like Queen was saying that, you know, they're going to try to have, they're not trying. They're going to have his sentencing like next week, but it's going to be virtual. Y'all, they are pretty much done with all these people in front of the courthouse, y'all. When I say they are cutting up in front of the courthouse, they are cutting up. They are acting a donkey out there, y'all. When I say people was fighting, they were saying people were fighting. People were doing all kind of stuff. That's why I told Jamil, I said, baby, I don't think I want to go to the courthouse. There is so much going out. People yelling, people cursing. And y'all, my nerves is not good for all of that mess, right? My nerves is not good. I'll be like, I'm ready to go. Y'all know I love peace and tranquility is my thing. All that yelling, like really acting a fool. I mean, come on now. We all yell, whatever, but not like that. You know, not like that. Cursing and all that other stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be around that. But there was like a whole bunch of crash outs this whole trial. I think the are probably like, hurry up and get done with this. When we go, the sentencing is going to be virtual. Y'all want to watch it, log on, right? Because there has been so much going on. But y'all, let's continue because this next little bit that Queen gets, the footage is awesome and amazing. She got a lot of good content over here. Pretty much, you might as well say the last day of the trial because this is it. This is it. So y'all, let's continue. Let me turn the camera and then let's continue.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Y'all, look at all those people out there. It is crazy, y'all. And people was yelling. Queen had to mute her live a couple of times because people were cursing that bad. They're going off, snapping, crashing out, doing the most, y'all. So she had to mute her live bits and pieces of it because it's just that bad there, y'all.
Drones and helicopters. There's a lot of people out here. They've got the barricades up.
Wow.
Hopefully the attorneys will be out soon. I'm anxious to hear what they have to say. I want to thank you all for rocking with the Queen. Those of you who have sent Cash App donations and who sent me super chats to help fund my stay here because it has.
Hold on, real quick. Bronze. Hold up. I do want to say something. Bronze said, I heard Tisa Lies was acting 13 years old. Let me say something. You know, when you go places and you meet people and you don't get a good vibe, you know, you just tend to stay away. And that's how I felt when I went down there. I stayed away, right? But the narrative that she was pushing and the way she does act, Bronze, you're about right. Gives me like 13-year-old vibes. I don't like to talk about people like this, you guys. I really don't. But yeah, gives me like 13-year-old vibes, like, you know, I don't know. But yeah, just not good, needless to say, right? But when I linked up with Queen, awesome. Linked up with Sylvia, she was awesome. When I linked up with I forget her name. Hold on, I forget her name. She was a Spanish Hispanic big news journalist for like the Mexican channel. I think her name is, I actually, hold on just a second. Let me get her number. I mean, her name. Let me see. Because I want to say, oh, her name is Jelena. I met with Jelena. I met with Sylvia, and I met with Queen when we went down to the courthouse. When I say their spirit is so beautiful and amazing, and you could tell they're just like very nice people, I got that from them. Now, I didn't meet that many people. I didn't talk to that many people because I like to kind of stick to myself. But when I met them 3 people, great, very beautiful vibe. But, you know, others is not so, right? You know, maybe giving you, like Bron said, 13-year-old vibes. I'm just saying. But anyway, they were doing their thing. Everybody, all the content creators, they were doing their thing. They got a lot of content. They were, you know, reporting. Some of them reporting, you know, however, whatever. But Queen and Sylvia was giving it to us straight. And as it was coming, because like I said, it's a different thing when you're in that courtroom. When I seen Diddy, I could not believe how old he looks, right? I mean, look like Santa Claus stole Christmas like 40 years ago. When I say if he ever gets out and he has his daughter, they're going to think that may be the great-granddaughter. I'm just saying, because right now he looks for real. No lie, no joke. All jokes aside, he looks like he's about 70 years old. For real. I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. I've seen him with my own 2 eyes. But anyway, y'all, let's continue getting some coverage from Queen. Shout out to Queen. Like I said, if you are not following the original Queen, look her up, the original Queen, and you will find her. And y'all, let's continue. Let me turn the camera back.
It's been very costly. I want you all to know that I love and appreciate to all of my loyal royals.
D-Dot, you was a mess.
Haters and trolls who have entered my chat, mad because they're mad, not liking the Queen's opinion. Well, you don't have to like my opinion, but thanks for the views regardless. Okay, so we just got out the courtroom. Oh, so Ratchet says that they just got out the courtroom? So they're going to be coming down. 2 to 4 years, that's it. 2 to 4 years, you guys heard it?
Tabby, Tabby, you is the best. Tabby talk about Diddy at Panda Eyes. Tabby, you is the best. Oh my God, I am weak.
Prosecution's asking for 51 to 54 years.
Oh wow.
The defense is asking for 2 years. He's already been in prison about 9 months.
Wait.
I'm in jail.
Wait, the Queen just said the prosecution wants 51 years. Let me wrap that back. Hold on. Let's listen back to Queen. Because 51 years, that's a long time, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all, let's listen.
Okay, so we just got out the courtroom. Oh, so Ratchet says that they just got out the courtroom? So they're going to be coming down.
I'm back, y'all. Something happened to my internet. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I don't know what happened, y'all. But y'all, I'm back. We're going to continue to listen. Okay, we got some 1s in the chat. Okay, all right. D-Dot, Creed, Tyler, Princess, Lisa, Bronze. Okay, we back and popping, y'all. We back and popping. But see, let me just, hold on. Let me see this emotions. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe it don't want to act right, but I guess we just gonna have to just talk about it, right? I guess we just gonna have to talk about it. But anyway, you guys, they saying a lot. There's a lot going on to share with you guys. I definitely will. I believe. I believe I'm going to probably be doing some. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try to put this down, cause y'all, I'm going through the most on the coast right now. Hold on. Let me turn around. Because I'm trying to do way too much. Hold on. Hold up, swole up. Okay. Y'all there? Okay, y'all. So I guess we just gonna have to go like this. I don't know how this thing works. I'm trying to call Jamil. I'm gonna have to fire Jamil for being the camera person, the assistant. Look, the camera manager, right? Because he knows all about this stuff than I do. And he probably in there doing some TikToks. He probably in there TikToking while I'm in here struggling with the TV. Baby, where you at? It's a 911 emergency. The TV, internet's cutting off. I don't know what is going on, baby. But you probably on TikTok over there cutting up with Diddy's son. You know, the one, King Combs, the one that be talking crazy, right? You know, y'all, Jamil is over there. Check him out on TikTok, y'all. He is over there. I'm telling you, when he is over there busting it up over there with King Combs, y'all, them people is loving him, y'all. Yeah, the internet, can y'all hear me? Okay, can y'all hear me? Pure survival, Princess says. Pure survival, 911. I know. John is laughing. Hey, Grace, it is a 911 emergency. Like, I'm telling you, I'm trying to call him. I could be in here on the phone, on the floor. I mean, I could be fell out the chair, and I'm trying to figure out where my baby's at. Like, look, where is my baby? Is he outside? Maybe he's outside on the porch, on the back porch. He likes to sit on the back porch. Maybe he's outside in the backyard on the porch, right? It's raining, so y'all know my baby loves rain. So he probably outside in the rain or on that porch making some King Kong content, right? Let me see if I can show y'all, because y'all know King Kong was like celebrating. He was dancing today. He was dancing outside of the courthouse, but Jamil is, y'all, Jamil's over there. He's over there on TikTok cutting up, y'all. When I say his TikToks is over there, I mean running amok in them TikTok streets, y'all. I'm telling you, he is over there making it pop, making it snap, crackle, and pop over there. But with let me see. Hold on, y'all. Since my internet don't want to act right, look, since my internet don't want to act right, you know, we're going to, hold on, I'm going to show you one of the videos. Hold on just a second, y'all. My internet acting up. It's raining. It's pouring. The old man is snoring. He went to bed with a, hold on, y'all. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, there it goes, my Bluetooth. But Big Jamil went out. Jamil don't like to go nowhere. He don't like to go nowhere. You go to Walmart, it's like Jamil. You think Jamil's going out? That's his going out. Going out. If he going to Walmart, that's his going out. He love going to Walmart, but I know he ain't went to no Walmart. He out there. Look, he out there TikToking, y'all. He is out there. He out there cutting up and TikToking.
Snapping on 50 Cent like a bucket of freak-off crabs. Pure survival. King Coles is mad because 50 Cent don't want Donald Trump to give him a pardon during survival. King Cole said, 50 Cent, I don't know how many times I'm going to keep telling you to stop saying no Diddy. I told you to say, don't say no Diddy. This is my dad. My dad is not perfect. Okay, yes, my dad had 1,000 pounds of baby oil because he likes to clap cheeks. So what? My dad, he buy, and you know, you wanted my dad to clap your cheeks and take you shopping. That's why you're mad. My dad wouldn't take you shopping and spend time with you. I don't want to have 50 Cent say, no Diddy. Donald, don't listen to 50 and just part in my dad, and then we will be happy. Bad boy for life.
That Jamil over there cutting up, y'all. Please go and check out his channel. When I say he is over there getting millions of views, his videos are like making. Let me see that video. 1.4 million views on that one. The other one, I think it's 1.7 million views. He is over there cutting up over there on TikTok, y'all. I'm telling you, he is cutting up. But back to Diddy, right? Because this internet is acting a donkey. It's raining here. But anyway, y'all, they are saying there's something else behind what's going on with Diddy. They are saying allegedly, you know, Diddy did, a couple of things before, he done sued some people, and it's like they're trying to sit him down. And I said that only really makes sense because why are they charging him with these charges when really they should be charging him with something else? But they can't allegedly charge him with those charges of, SA and Cassie and DV and Cassie, right? So I guess this was maybe the route that they could take to try to pin him and, put his back up against the wall. But y'all, it sounds about true. It sounds about true, but all I am saying is we know Diddy is a monster. The trial, had a whole bunch of curves, loops. I mean, a whole roller coaster ride. Remember, there was juror 25. He was like, he ain't gonna be, he can't follow the judge's directions or his rules or whatever on trying to make a ruling on these charges. So y'all, they told him to get his clothes, get his cane, get his man purse, if he had a man tumbler, if he had a water bottle, if he had a hat or umbrella. They told him to get out and don't come back, and tell your peers, your jurors, your peers, whatever they call them, tell them bye, have a nice life, because you got to get out of here. And then they brought in a black lady, a black female, to take his spot. But y'all, I don't know what's going on. They are saying it's a lot deeper. But like I said, once I get the tea, I'm going to bring it to you guys. But I don't know. Tammy says the feds should have had a stronger case, or the charges should have been different. Yes, that's what everybody is saying. And that's the only reason, y'all, because y'all know I do not like Diddy, right? I was giving him 10 to 40. But I'm saying, because I'm looking at it like, we are, and it can happen to anybody, no matter what color you are, right? It doesn't matter what color you are. It's about doing the right thing. I have a son. I have a daughter. I couldn't imagine, you're a child already being a savage out there in the streets, right? But to be a savage and saying, you did something and you know what I'm saying, that charge is not like appropriate. Like I could say if he probably, somebody knew that he actually unalived Kim Porter, Tupac, Biggie, all these people, what's his name? The curly heads dad, Wolf. I can understand if they say that, he got some bodies. And I will be like, oh yes, he got a whole lot of bodies. Hold on, let me sit down and get real close because I want to hear, I want to ear hustle, I want to eye hustle because I want to know about all these bodies that he has. But we were waiting even for the tapes. And that was even like a big misconception. Remember when Adriana came up there and said, oh yeah, did this. And then her little, mermaid of a lawyer got up there and then got with TD Jakes Jr. And then they were like, oh yeah, these tapes. Oh, it's an A-list celebrity. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then we're like, well, where's the tapes at? So when I started, and then when we went down to the courthouse and I seen Mia testify, y'all, when I say this was like very, very epic and very, very heart-wrenching and like I said, y'all know I don't like Diddy, but I am so for the right thing, right? I don't like nobody being treated wrong, treated bad, if that's not what they did, right? So when Mia was on the stand, I mean, y'all, she was talking just like this. Her forehead was testifying, not even her mouth. But Diddy he was clapping them cheeks. And she was acting like Diddy raped her. And that wasn't even the case. Even in Agnafilio's closing argument said their relationship was consensual if I heard him and understood him right. He said their relationship was consensual. So that led me to believe what I was thinking when she was on the stand, when I was in court that day, listening to her lies, right? I was like, this girl is a liar. She is telling the truth, and she's going to HE double hockey sticks with gasoline draws on. She is sitting there lying on the stand saying that Diddy raped her, but you ain't told nobody. Oh, but you was real scared when Diddy got your phone. He snatched up your phone, because y'all know he narcissistic. He snatched up that phone, y'all, and he took her phone and said, I'm sending all this to Cassie. And y'all, she was probably like a deer in the headlights. She was probably like, no, please don't tell her. Please don't tell her I'm in love and I'm clapping my friend's man's cheeks. She did not want him to send that information, whatever it was, whether it was some naked pictures. Was it her, eating the eggplant? Was it her making it disappear? Maybe was it her with the red heels and the red wig, backing it up? I don't know what it was, but one thing is for sure, two things for certain. I don't care what nobody says. When I listened to her in that courtroom, I was like, this is a whole Merry Christmas on the low. She's trying to act like she's, oh yeah, I'm your friend, yeah, Cassie. Oh yeah, and this, that, and the third, and this, that, and third. And the reason why she didn't have a conversation with Cassie about leaving, like, Cassie, why don't you leave him? He's crazy. He's a narcissist. He be putting hands, feet, elbows, kettlebells on people. Why don't you leave? No. She didn't say anything because she was over there and he was digging in her cookie jar too. So she did not want to mess up what she had going on with Diddy, because I know he was paying her. He was giving her a little something strange for a little piece of change, right? She was giving him something strange and he was giving her a little piece of change. Y'all know what I'm saying? That was it for me. Then Jane Ho, Merry Christmas, Monday through Friday, January through December. I was like, if that old hoe don't go and sit down somewhere, she act like she is a victim. No, you got a bad name in Hollywood. We know your baby daddy is 50 Cent. Right now we can say the trial is over. Your baby daddy is 50 Cent. You getting paid $4,700 a month, and you talking about you can't afford nothing in LA. Well, maybe your little ho Merry Christmas behind is undercutting yourself, and maybe you need to go Alabama, maybe Mississippi, and find a little apartment over there where you can afford. Because $10,000 a month that Diddy's paying, baby, you gonna be homeless. You gonna be holding up one of those signs. We'll work for being a ho Merry Christmas. I'm taking appointments. We'll work for being a ho Merry Christmas. I'm available Monday through Friday, all days, all nights. I'm available because I'm about to be homeless. I'm about to be having to work the corner. work the OnlyFans, because y'all know she's on OnlyFans. She is a whore, ho, Merry Christmas. I don't care what nobody say. That's what it is, right? Let's just keep it real. She is that way, and this is her lifestyle. And I'm not mad, I'm not mad, if that's the lifestyle you want to live. You don't want to go get a 9-to-5 job. You're, a professional whore. That's just what comes with it. Now, you ain't going to be having no place to stay. Well, I'm sorry. You just done messed up. And Diddy's going to return you to the streets just like 50 Cent did. So now they looking at you like she got more bodies in the cemetery. Who wants her? She is nothing good but to be turned, around and getting her cheeks clapped and getting, paid a little bit, couple of dollars. Because if you was a real good, ho, Merry Christmas, you would have had that joker buy you a house and maybe even a condo, right? You wouldn't have to be waiting and begging for his $10,000 a month. You would be working them corners, working them OnlyFans, and don't even have to worry about him paying $10,000 a month. Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, I feel so
What
bad
happened?
for Ormond Wiggins.
Why?
Oh, because he's on his live crying because they got him on all blogs, viral, calling him a Diddy supporter, with him getting baby oil poured all on his body outside the courthouse. Oh, he's pissed.
Armand Wiggins?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, y'all. We got to check out Armand Wiggins. They said Armand Wiggins is, he's upset. Hold on, y'all.
Did you see him outside of the courthouse?
Yeah.
Dancing with the baby oil?
Yeah.
Then they got him all over the place saying Diddy supporter. like he one of the male workers.
Oh my, can you work this please, baby? Because this, I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what I'm doing.
It sounds hilarious. And he's like, yeah.
Y'all, we about to watch Armand Wiggins. Oh my God. Hey, Waffle Jackson, welcome.
Him and Tisa, it backfired on both of them. That's
we know her and her Timu wig was, is all over. They are talking about her. Tisa and her Timu wig, everybody is talking about her all throughout the YouTube, y'all. I even heard when she was doing her live, when everybody was going live and they were saying, Tisa, you're a liar. They were cussing out. They were doing y'all, they were doing a lot. I'm like, girl, where your man at? You should not be going nowhere for a long time without no man. I'm sorry. And that she said she got a man. I don't know.
And
but
all my Wiggins, you were Diddy supporter today, buddy.
Oh.
You switched up and now you're mad. But go ahead.
Oh, wow. Okay, y'all. We're going to watch Armand. We're going to see.
It's so funny. There are falls from great. And he said, I turned down a couple news stations because they wanted to get his take. You've been going on the news.
Oh.
But he turned down both.
Now, let me say this, y'all. Wait, baby. Can you do me one more favor? Can you do me one more favor? Can you find the on here? Can you find the one where Armand was on the interview, and when he was talking, and then he went from talking, and then he went.
I'm gonna send that one to you. This one. You want to
okay
because it's kind of like in the live. When we stop it, it's gonna go all the way back up.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
I'll put it up there so it'll be there for the next clip.
You can do it here. Or you put it in the bedroom.
I'm gonna do it on the phone because I got some food cooking.
What you?
I'm trying to multitask. I got your ice.
You got me an ice cup.
Yeah, so you can stop eating up all my ice.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah, but he's pissed.
Y'all, let's listen to Armand.
You look like a Diddy supporter, and you did look like one, sir.
Oh, y'all, I know those two are getting like a bad name. Hold on, I'm like scooting over.
It is, sweetheart. People seen them talking about him so bad, and for them to switch, like at the very end, it looks bad. Yeah, it does. I mean, I was all over the place too. I am not gonna lie, y'all know how I was feeling. I was all over the place. I was saying this, saying that, because I was like against Diddy, and then I'm like, now listening. The only reason why is because I feel like the charges, which I'm not the only one. A lot of people were going hard at first, like me. I was like, he deserves, lock him up and throw away the key. But when we heard the charges, and I'm like, I got a son. Hold on, wait a minute now. If these charges aren't appropriate for what he's done, they should have charged him for something else. I'm sorry. He does deserve to sit down because he is a nasty person. He's very narcissistic I'm just saying he's very narcissistic, right? Diddy is a monster. But at the same time, charge him appropriately, right?
Don't say you didn't stole a Snickers bar and then they trying to charge you for a merkin. You know what I'm saying? Charge them for the right thing, because nobody would want to be mischarged for something. If I stole a candy bar, I don't want to be blamed for stealing breaking in a house. And I'm just saying, I'm just being fair. Hey, Teron, how are you? Y'all, let's listen to Armand Wiggins, y'all. Let's listen and see what he has to say.
F you.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like, everyone knows, just yesterday, I was never about being a Diddy supporter. And just, I want to clear something up. If I decided that that's what I wanted to do, I have the right in this country to do so. And no one's going to make me feel like I can't. You get what I'm saying? This is my platform. I spent my money.
Facts.
I covered this trial every single day for
Facts.
60 days doing it. So if I want to support the man on the moon, I can do so.
Facts.
But
I agree.
This was about the moments that we've created here in this room. You know, what this was no different than me thinking creatively off the top of my head in the moment and doing something for my fans and my people. This had nothing to do about celebrating Diddy. This was more about me, honestly, and doing the more oil, because whenever I'm out at the clubs, whenever I'm out at the bars, if I'm walking down the street, people are yelling, more oil, more oil. And so to me, it's no different than me throwing the oil on me, myself in here, drop kicking Cassie over here, flinging myself on the bed, coming from behind I came behind this door every single day for this trial. We went viral every single day for reenactments. Through this whole process of this trial, I've had props. Why wouldn't I have a prop on the last day and do a more oil live in the flesh for the people that were there? I just thought of it in that moment, like, oh my God, we should do a live reenactment of more oil, because this is what we do. But I do understand that people, the headlines are misleading, and the people that didn't know.
Loving myself, you is a mess. Oh my God, you is hilarious. Jamil says he was oiled up outside the courthouse. Yeah, they said he was. Hold on, let me turn the camera. They said he was oiled up outside the courthouse, right? But let me say this too, right? I feel once, even with YouTube, these YouTubers, they get to the top, then they start selling their soul, right? They start doing all kind of stuff. And I'm not saying, what Tisa Tales was doing, but, she was like telling, I feel like a story from somebody kind of pushing her to do it, if y'all know what I mean. It was like almost like she was selling her soul. She was going on different platforms, spinning off a certain narrative. And it was like, they were calling her the feds, y'all. They said she works for the feds. So I was like, yeah, it sounds about right what she was doing. Y'all, a lot of people. She probably going to get a lot of people to unfollow her, because y'all, when these people are hotter than fish grease, she might want to be a little careful too. I don't wish no hurt, harm on nobody, but the way she was pushing off that narrative, it was like the feds was paying her, Nancy Grace, CNN, Elemental P, ABC, all of these people were paying her, I feel, to probably help paint this narrative, because that's what they do. That's why I am only a content creator. Look, my degree is not in journalism. So I want to say, and I want to have my freedom of speech here on YouTube. I don't want nobody paying me. Look, my thoughts and my opinions are not for sale, right? I'm not going to sell myself short and try to pick up on somebody else's narrative when I know that what she's saying and pushing off is just not right. You know what I'm saying? Because if she had a child, if she had a son or a daughter that they're being charged, we know Diddy's a monster, but we also have to reel it back in and say, hey, what if this was my son? Even what if it was me, right? What if it was me? And I was the one who was sitting there in the federal courthouse, and they were saying that, oh yeah, the lounge, oh yeah, she's a thief. Oh yeah, she's a thief. Oh, she stole a candy bar, but no, she was busting windows and breaking in people's houses, and that carries life in prison. Y'all know that is like not a good feeling, right? That's not a good feeling for anybody, right? And when you are not, maybe, I don't think she has any children, but maybe she didn't think about it like that. I don't know. But I'm just saying, we have to reel ourselves in to think, is he properly charged? We know he's a monster. You needed to bring some other charges on him, feds. Y'all should have brought some charges that were gonna stick. I mean, these charges that they're saying he could get like 2 to 10 or 2 to 5 years or something like that. But if y'all properly charge him for something, like maybe some of these unalivings that are still questionable that everybody and their mama and greasy granny is trying to wonder about, maybe that would have stuck. But to be charged that's wrong, because y'all, there's a lot of people in prison. A lot of people in prison. And maybe y'all even know that is wrongfully convicted. Baby, your friend is a great example. Jamil has a friend. I'm going to interview him. He went to prison for like, I think almost 20 years, baby. Almost 20 years. Pinned unaliving on him, and he did not do it. And he was let out free, and he's still fighting. So we have to really take into consideration and think, what if this was me? What if this was my child? Your mom, your dad, your niece, your nephew, maybe even a close coworker that you were really close with. You know what I'm saying? What if it happened to somebody you know that is being falsely accused of something? 22 years. Yes, Jamil's friend, I'm going to interview him. 22 years. And they pinned him for a murking, unaliving of somebody, and he did not even do it. He was in there, I think was given life and got out. He spent 22 years and he's still fighting his case, but they let him out to fight from the outside. And he still has to report to them people. Still has to do this and that. Hey, Lord. He still has to do that. So that's my only thing with Diddy. Because like I said, we know he's a monster. Come on now. We are not blindsided. We are not Stevie Wonder, right? We can see the wool is pulled off of our eyes. We see straight through Diddy. You know, is he a freak? Yes. Is he demonic? Yes. Is he a narcissist? Yes. Do he put hands, feet, kettlebells, chairs? Yes. Cups, Ciroc bottles on people? Yes. But was he like selling, pounds or kilos of rugs? Was he like, organized, say, hey, you John Boy and Quentin over there, y'all selling over there on Martin Luther the King, and then got Johnny and Jose over there on 9th Street, selling, making money? No, he did not make any money. What was Diddy doing? He had a whole bank of Diddy in the back of his house. He had a room with all the money. That's how he paid that guy to, $100,000 in cash to get that USB so that it wouldn't hit mainstream media, and it did. So let me say, like I said, if they're gonna charge him for having all that money, charge him for running a bank illegally, having $100,000 in your house. I mean, I don't know. They said that it was possible he could have, he could have that much money. But why didn't you charge him for something like that? Why didn't you charge him for something that's going to stick, right? Because to me, Mia and all them, they were with the smoke. They were with the smoke. Even Cassie, she was a victim to a certain extent, and Diddy was wrong for putting them hands and feet on her and everybody else. But they could have left at a certain time. Some of them, right? But they could have left. But they know that they were there for all the money that Diddy had. They were waiting. They were like little They were thirsty, right? They were thirsty. Diddy should have bought all of them water hoses and should have just sprayed them. Instead of having the golden showers, he should have just sprayed them with some water, with some hot water, right? Some hot soapy water. Tell them, get out of here. That's what he should have sprayed them with. Y'all thirsty? Okay, let me go get me a couple of water hoses, maybe some fire hydrants. We ain't gonna put these fires out because these girls is thirsty. We gonna make sure that we quench their thirst with the whole fire hydrant. I'm just saying, y'all, these girls were hoes on the low, hoes in the open, hoes Monday through Saturday, 24 hours a week. They were ho, 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 Merry Christmases, and they were probably wearing Santa Claus outfits, Easter Bunny outfits, Halloween costumes. They were doing the most, right? And they could have left. They could have left. Even I got my great friends. Let me tell you, my two friends are crazy. I heard from them today. Y'all, when I say them girls is a mess, two of my great friends, they are a hot mess. And they were like, what is your take? And I told them my take. They were like, yep. They were like, because we're freaks too. But my friends are married. That's why me and my husband, both of them been married for over like almost 30 years. They got kids. They only have their own kids. And I found out that my friends were freaks. They said, yes, we is freaks. We want the baby. They were playing, but they were saying these girls is lying. They was with the smoke. They were with the smoke.
And sweetheart, I want to show you something else that's unjust, right?
What?
Now you remember Judge Mathis was on Vlad TV. He just came out. This is a judge, and said that Diddy's bail shouldn't have even got denied.
I know.
Remember, he said that he knew that Diddy was going to be found guilty for the trafficking thing. We already knew. He bought the guys to come sleep with Cassie.
That's what I'm saying. He was paying for them.
Yeah, prostitution is nothing. And like he said he should only get 20-something months and run concurrent, which they run at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, look at this.
Hold on. Jamil's about to show us something.
Has been convicted
of
transportation of prostitutes, two counts, and has been denied bail. Although I really am concerned about the assaults against the women, particularly disrespecting black women as such, we must go with what he has been convicted of and respect the jury. And as I had predicted, he should be convicted after hearing and closing arguments of only the 2 counts of interstate transportation of prostitutes. We'll see in the future. Listen to us this next week on the Mathis verdict as we'll talk about the entire case and the sentencing. The sentencing guideline for a first-time offender is 21 months to 27 months for each count. We'll see whether they're consecutive, whether they're concurrent, or if he deviates from that first-time offender assessment or sentence, if you will. Stay tuned.
And remember I told you first time offender?
First time offender.
When you say the bail thing.
Two counts.
Yeah.
And has been denied bail.
Yeah.
You know that Sean Diddy Combs has been convicted.
And he said, which he don't think is right.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Because Sylvia was saying the same thing. Sylvia said because he's a first-time offender. I believe this is what I heard from Sylvia. She said it's unheard of for somebody not to get bail for these charges. So I don't know. I said Judge Mathis did freak offs too. Oh yeah, we know he was freaking off, but he was gone for 3 weeks. Remember?
Come on, man. Like, he should have got bail.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But we're going to finish listening to Armand and see what he has to say. Because people... Stop it. Stop. We're going to start listening. We're going to continue to listen to Armand because I think he's a little sad because of, they were saying that, he's a Diddy supporter. But y'all, let's turn it around and listen to Armand.
People control your narrative because, I can control my narrative here, but when I'm outside and there's different publications and everybody has to get their click and everybody has to make it as salacious and juicy and gossipy for their said platform, whatever one that is, and you give them something to work with, then you can't be mad at Armand when the headline is Diddy supporters outside running amok, pretty much. But if you guys really want to know the truth, a lot of people are saying, oh, he ran and dashed away. Well, yes, I ran and dashed away because me and the guy that were actually doing it, it was just supposed to be me and him. Then people started coming because I'm Armand, I guess, whatever. And then the blue-haired chick, she's a clout chaser. She's been trying to follow me. You can see her. She's like a knockoff.
Oh, wait. Now, when we were at the courthouse, let me say this, y'all. There was a girl that was going after Armand. I don't know what. Go to my baby's page. Go to Jamil's page and look on his shorts. Jamil caught it. They were going after Armand, some girl. She was going after him saying, when I say she was calling him everything but the child of God, she was calling him everything but the child of God, y'all. I was scared for Armand. I'm not even going to lie because that girl was, when you say pull up to the bumper, she was all the way pulled up to the bumper. And it was a hot mess, right? It was a hot mess. And then they came for Tisa too. My baby caught that too. It was a mess. I'm telling you, that's why I did not go back because my nerves is not good for all of that mess. Like, that's way too much for me. But yes. Oh, John says he remembers. Yeah, John says he remembers. Yes, it was crazy. I'm telling you, they came from. But y'all, one thing is for sure, 2 things for certain. Jamil, y'all know my baby, he has a big page of 160, almost 65K subscribers, right? my baby always tells me, baby, you got to be humble. You have to be humble, because just like God gave it to you, he will take it away. Some of these people, like I heard Tisa tells, I'm just going to say, she was saying, today when they were yelling at her, she was saying with your broke self, with your broke this, broke that, or whatever. Let me say, people have to be humble. Look at Diddy. Diddy had the world, y'all. He had planes. He had, houses, mansions, a couple of them, cars, money, all that stuff. And look at him where he's at now. So we have to be careful, no matter how high you get, it can be like a McDonald's manager that you came up from being on the stripper pole, right? You now a McDonald's manager. Whatever it is, you have to be humble, because just like God gave it to you, he can take it away. And Jamil always reminds me of being humble, like being humble. Like we joke, laugh, and cut up, but at the same time, when you brag about what you got, and because you don't know who's less fortunate, there might be someone in here that may even be homeless that's listening right now. I don't know. Somebody that may be low income, maybe getting food stamps or whatever, maybe having a hard time, maybe with their health or whatever. People deal with a lot in this life. And for somebody to be, saying something about how much money or you are broke, blah, blah, this, that. It's just, you have to just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Because just like he gave it to you, he can snatch it away in a matter of moments. And like I said, this is a perfect opportunity to show Diddy as an example of that. So we have to be careful when it comes to that. And like I said, Jamil always preaches this when we have our own private conversations on, being careful and just being humble, right? Because like, we don't think we're better than the next person, right? I mean, we was at the courthouse. This lady rode up on the bike and was like, Jamil, one of his fans. Jamil, I've been watching you for years. And she was crying. She was like, we were shocked. We were like, oh my God, So you have to be humble, because you don't know what people are going through. But I'm just saying, that's just like, a little bit word to the wise. But y'all, let's listen to Armand.
Auntie Hammy, clout chaser, I want to be a ratchet ghetto.
Thanks, D-Dot.
I don't want to be around that. So I left because I didn't want to go viral with that, because she was always trying to go and be in the camera wherever she seen me. I'm like, I don't fool with that. You get what I'm saying? This is for my people. I was making content for his video, because I had been not giving him I hadn't really been giving him content. So I thought, let's just do a little more oil for the people really on the live stream. And so it grew wings of its own for in person. Everybody started pulling out their cameras. It was literally not supposed to be that. So,
wow, hold on.
Just were outraged. They took the clips because.
Oh wait, hold on. Jessica said, D-Dot, I know. I felt bad in the moment. I knew they'll get all over him. And especially there was major stations talking about him. Oh wow! So I think that's what Jamil came in the room and in the studio to tell me. He said that Armand is going viral with this situation. So this is crazy. Okay, Loving Myself, you heard it too? Wow, D-Dot, Loving Myself. Tehran says, congratulations. Yeah, so it's crazy, y'all. It is. Okay, D-Dot said he heard it too. I did not know that. Jamil came in the studio and said, baby, Armand's going live. He's like talking about he's going live for him putting the baby oil all over him. And, they're saying he's a Diddy supporter, so he's kind of upset. But y'all, let's continue listening.
Because people are looking for things to, make headlines on. And, another reason why I was upset, I feel like, people made these headlines, but a lot of the reason why the headline was made because people knew who I was. So my thing is this: if you're gonna make the headline, if you want to try to, make it a messy thing about me, say my name. Got to shout out to Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk. At least he said, Armand Wiggins, blah blah. Like, niggas know who I am. Don't play with me. To try to dumb me down a Diddy supporter is crazy when you posted the article because you see my face on there.
Oh, wow. They got articles and everything. Oh, my God. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all, this is crazy. I knew it was going to get crazy at the last day of the trial, which was today. I knew it was going to get off the chain.
But, but I also get it too. And I can't really be too upset because the idea is, let's say Diddy supporter, because that baits the rage. So, in essence, the true fans that's been here from day one know that I've been covering this trial every day, and we've been using props. We've been using this door like it was.
And I do, y'all, let me turn the camera. I do want to give, props to Armand because he was funny. He was reporting, he was doing, doing his thing. Because, one thing like Jamil always say, you have a lot of YouTubers that we follow. I follow too. I follow other YouTubers. I'm like a baby YouTuber. Like I'm still like, I still got the Similac in I'm still on the YouTube Similac bottle. I'm a baby. I'm a baby YouTuber right now, right? I'm a baby YouTuber, right? But I watch a lot of people too, but everybody brings things different, right? We know Jamil, all his stuff is comedy. Like he will roast somebody that he's cool with, but it's in a like comedic way. He don't mean no harm. He's joking and stuff. Now today he was like upset, when he bought Tisa Tells and saying all these other YouTubers because it's true because he's been there before. He's served some time. He knows how that feeling is when you are being mistreated, and it really, and I had to even sit back and take back on how he felt about it, and then everybody was starting to see the same thing. So that's when I was like, you are so right, baby, you are so right. But Jamil, he does everything in a comedic way. He's all comedy, right? And then this person, they'll say something, this person, we all have different ways of bringing you guys the tea, right? It's like somebody who makes spaghetti. Y'all know I love spaghetti, right? It's like somebody makes spaghetti. When you go to your grandma's house, grandma makes spaghetti this way. With your mama, she makes spaghetti this way. Your sister, your brother, they make spaghetti this way. Everybody makes spaghetti different, right? Some may put in like I chop up some kielbasa. I put not almonds. I make kielbasa. I put mushrooms. I put black olives. I put the onions, green bell peppers. I put a little bit of barbecue sauce, some Worcester sauce, and other stuff in my spaghetti. And then my mom, dad, aunt, cousins, all these people, they make their spaghetti different. So this how it is with YouTube. Everybody, hey Michael, everybody brings it different, right? Some people are so hilarious. You like, oh, I can't wait till this person comes on. I can't wait for this person to come on. That's how I be with the certain YouTubers that I watch too. I be like, oh, they're live. I see the little notification. Oh Lord, I got to hurry up and hit that notification. All right, we live. Okay. So everybody is different in the way they bring it. So I'm just saying, shout out to Armand because he was funny. He was really funny when he was bringing the trial, but they're saying that he kind of like flipped the script, and now they're saying he's a Diddy supporter. Like I said, I didn't know this until right now, but y'all, let's continue to listen to Armand.
Set, we've had oil on set every day. There's nothing different. This would have nothing to do.
Yes, FMC
this
facts.
Nothing to do about a celebration of Diddy. This was everything to do about the brand and the type of content that we have been creating here every single day. That hundreds of thousands.
Hold on, I got some. I have to say something else too, right? Like, like I said, I don't like to talk about other YouTubers like that, but I'm bringing up these people because everybody is talking about them, right? Doesn't just because they talk about them don't mean I'm, supposed to talk about them. But anyway, I said that to say, people, when you're a YouTuber or even famous or something like that, or when you're even on social media and you ain't famous, you're just doing TikToks or Instagram posts or here on YouTube, you have to have thick skin. You cannot worry about what other people say, right? I mean, even what I'm saying shouldn't affect you, right? You just have to keep on going. You have to have thick skin because you are not going to please everybody, right? You're not going to please everybody. Some people always have my trolls coming in saying you don't know what you talk about, you this, you that, or whatever. When I first started YouTube, let me tell you, y'all, let me make you laugh. When I first started YouTube, I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall. I'm just making little content over there downstairs on the floor. I'm sitting on the little floor making my little content, and I was making content about the preachers. Y'all, them church people came from me. Them church people is still coming for me till today. I be getting little notifications. They be like, God said, and I say, oh, Lord Jesus, I'm not messing with them Jesus people no more. I'm not messing with them Jesus people. I was just trying to throw spaghetti at the wall. Maybe I should make them videos private because I'm telling you, the Jesus people be coming for me. I be like, oh, Lord, another one. I'm talking about almost every day. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk about your pastor. I didn't mean to talk about that. But I don't care. Like, I just delete or just leave it up there. You want to say what you want to say? Okay, here's your comment board to say what you want to say. I don't care. Sometimes you just have to have thick skin. You have to not care what people say, right? If you care so much what people say, it will eat you up. Like, you have to have thick skin. You have to know how to be like, I don't care till they can talk about me. Like, these people, like, they do these YouTube beefs and stuff. I'm not into that, right? I'm not into that. If you want to say something about me, you will get no response, right? You will get no response. None. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not about to have a whole hour, 2 hours talking about somebody doing YouTube beef and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I am not wasting my time on nobody else and what they think. I got better things to do. Better things to do, right? Okay? I don't got time. But y'all, let's listen to Armand. Let's finish listening and see what he has to say.
Millions of you love because this channel grew exponentially and we went viral with almost every clip and video that we've done here. So at this point, for people to try to flip-flop and switch it up and make it like it was a problem now, to me, that is when I get turned off from a lot of the people. That's why I like to keep my distance, because the fans and people are just so fickle. You read a headline and ignore the fact that you've been here for 60 days and we've been doing it here every single day. We've literally been doing all of that every single day. So it is what it is. You can't change it. But, you know, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the headline because I felt like it was a bit misleading because.
But you have to let it go, like he shouldn't, you know, because he did do good on this, you know, on his this little run that he has, because y'all know he's probably not gonna be in the algorithm for nothing else after this Diddy trial, because him and Tisa were in the algorithm real heavy for the Diddy trial, right? You know, and kudos, you know, they did what they did, you know, but I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if they say I was hanging upside down, butt naked outside the federal court building. Okay, put it in the newspaper. Put whatever label you want to. I'm moving on. Next, what lawsuit? What court hearing are we going to next? Right?
And at the same time, this is just a part of growing. And unfortunately, everybody doesn't know who we are. And so people see a headline, they see oil, they're triggered by the Diddy stuff, and so it's like, oh, and then you see this crazy crackhead looking lady jump in it, and it's me, and it's like it's a lot going on, and there's black people in this, and you got your news anchor CNN ladies, oh, they're throwing baby on all this BS. So
wow.
People just believe what they see. This is why you can't trust all these outlets, because they rage bait and clickbait. So
wait.
You know,
he said they rate something in clickbait. They do. That's why I'm telling you. That's why they don't want me to come up on CNN, ABC, and LMNOP. Cause don't tell me what you want me to say. I'm not gonna. No, I'm nobody's puppet, right? I'm not nobody's puppet. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm not gonna get this little letter and say, hey, can you push this narrative? Can you say that Diddy is guilty and blah blah? We'll pay you $1.5 million. No, go get somebody else to do it. I am not for sale. I'm not gonna sit here and spin a narrative off on any situation. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not selling my soul for not even 1 cent. So you want somebody to spin some narrative off that you want them to try to, you know, beef up whatever narrative you're trying to, you know, put out there. I'm not the one for you. You want the real? You want the 100? Okay, you can come and talk to me all day, and I'm going to give you what I want to give you, not what somebody else wants me to say, right? I always even tell my friends, look, I'm a fair person. Look, if you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask me one question. Don't ask me about whatever you got going on, because I'm going to give it to you real. Look, if you was out there stealing candy bars, you think that I'm going to say, well, it was only one candy bar. It's okay. No, I'm going to say you're wrong. You shouldn't have been stealing no candy bar. If I needed to lend you $1 to get a candy bar, then you should have asked. I am not entertaining nobody in their wrong. I don't care who you are. News medias, I don't care. Don't try to come up and give me no interview, because if you're going to give me an interview to try to tell me what to say, you might as well save that interview for the next one in line, the next dummy or fool in line, because I'm not her. Look, I'm not her, baby. I'm not. But y'all, let's continue.
And understand that, you know, do your research. It wasn't about a celebration of Diddy by far. It was more about a celebration for the end of this case. We had a long 2 months. We finally made it to the
D-Dot,
end.
you a mess.
Every time I'm outside, my fans are yelling, "Stay in the light, more oil, Diddy Jukes," something like that. And just like I do here, I thought off the cuff, and I was like, "Oh, this would be a dope moment to have some baby oil because they can get it in real time for my people." And that's what that was. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm not going to keep explaining it because I don't really feel like I have to. If you didn't like it, oh well, sorry that you didn't like it.
And that's another thing. That's a whole nother thing. I always tell people you don't got to explain yourself to nobody. Unless they paying your bills, you don't have to explain yourself to nobody, right? You don't got to explain yourself to nobody about anything that you do. If you want to get squirted with baby oil, that is what you want to do, then that's your business. You don't got to explain, just say, hey, I was celebrating, whatever. No, I did what I wanted to do, right? You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. When people be coming to me explaining themselves, baby, you don't got to explain. You don't owe me no explanation, and neither do I. But y'all, let's continue.
Because you know what it is. So at the end of the day, we had a great time, I had fun, and one thing I'm not going to do through this process is lose myself and lose the fun. I've had a lot of fun. I've made a lot of good connections. I've done a lot of great things. I've manifested a lot here. I've met so many of you guys, great fans, and I'm not going to let, certain people that don't even watch me, that are don't even know who I am, or just want to get in on the conversation of the moment just to say something, take away from the connection that we've made here every single day for the last 2 weeks. So I'm talking to the people that come here every single night, got their alarm scheduled. I'm talking about the people that go and buy bottle service in the club and they have their more oil signs up. You know what I mean? We even made shirts that said more oil. So we even had merchandise for a minute that said more oil. So guys, let's just be real here. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I love my true down supporters. I love everybody that's been here for me from day one. And I appreciate y'all. Okay? So yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up what they're saying about Armand, because like I said, I did not know that he went viral with this baby oil, squirting the baby oil on him. So I'm gonna have to look that up. Let's listen to him just for a few more minutes.
Now, what I need to say, let me read some of the super chats. It wasn't your fans. We know once.
Okay.
Hey, yeah,
all right.
Absolutely.
He's reading super chats off, and I don't want to. But also, I wanted to let me see. I wanted to they got Armand. They got Armand. Oh my God, they got Armand over there with the baby oil, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let's see. Oh, they got Diddy on the. Oh Lord, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold up. I'm trying to see what they have on the. Let me see. Let me go to okay, let me go to Tammy says Diddy got less than he could have. The Diddy boppers should be mad. I know they should be mad because I'm not no Diddy fan now. The Diddy fan, the real fans, oh, I think they should be happy that he didn't get life, right? That's all. They should be happy that he didn't get life, because he could have got life. You know what I mean? He could have got him some life. He could have got life. But let me go to let me see. Whose page was that? I think it was Sylvia. Let me see. I think it was Sylvia, infamous Sylvia. Let me see. Infamous Sylvia. Let me see. I'm supposed to be packing, y'all. We have an early flight in the morning. I'm over here chilling like I ain't got sugar honey iced tea to do, but I'm having a good time, y'all. We having a good time. Look, we having a good time. Like good times. Good times. Okay, let's see. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold up. Hold up, soul up. We do not want mainstream media. Hold up. I'm trying to find Sylvia. Where is Sylvia? Infamous Sylvia. Okay, there she is. Okay, let me have to go click on her channel. Cause she had a she was getting some, let me see. She was getting some good content too. Let me see. And she went to a couple of trials. She's been going to a couple of different trials. But let's see what Sylvia, cause she got some good content too. But let me fast forward it, cause I'm telling you, she got some good content. She got a lot of, let me see. Did she get the, hold on, did she get the press conference? I think she got the press conference too. Hold on. Let me see. I think she, oh, she got the press conference. Okay, yeah, Sylvia. Shout out to Sylvia. Hold on. Shout out to Sylvia. I met her too, and she was really sweet. Let me see. Hold on. She got the press conference, so I'm piggybacking off of. Shout out to infamous Sylvia, you guys. If you guys have not, hey Laura Lee, welcome. If y'all are not following infamous Sylvia, go follow her. She got some great content, and she knows what's his name? One of Diddy's lawyers. So she's like, she knows one of Diddy's lawyers, like kind of up and personal. So shout out to infamous Sylvia. But y'all, let's see. Oh, there's no volume. Oh, they can't. We can't hear them. Yeah, Brian's still Lord. Yeah.
Yay!
But we couldn't hear anything. We can't hear nothing.
Yep, they beat the government.
Okay, yes, Tammy, you're right. You know, Diddy put them hands, feet, and elbows and kettlebells and chairs. We know Diddy's a monster. And if they would have charged him with that, I'm telling you, he probably would have never seen the light of day on some of those charges if they would have probably charged him appropriate, like what, unaliving people, allegedly, and all that other stuff, right? I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it 100, right? Let me see, because I don't know why all these channels act like they don't want the volume to be playing. Are they doing that on purpose, y'all? I don't know. It's kind of mysterious and so suspicious that every channel, every news channel, the YouTubers, I can't hear not one thing, and I know y'all can't hear nothing. I know y'all cannot hear nothing.
Can you come here so we can eat your kebab?
Oh, that's
Thank you guys.
That's Jelena. That's the one I met last time. If you guys heard her, she has a like this Spanish accent.
In summary, how are you feeling? We didn't hear it. No, we need to hear. In summary, how are you feeling? We missed it down there. Somebody. Feeling good? Great! Feeling great. Great. How did the team work together? Yeah, we did win! Together well?
Oh, y'all, let me say this. Hold up, swole up. Let me put a little bug in y'all ear. If you guys don't know, y'all, these jurors, when I say they about to be overnight millionaires, I need to see, hold on, let me see if I got some family in New York that was possibly maybe one of the jurors. I don't know, y'all, but these jokers, y'all, these jurors about to cash out, especially juror number 6 or 7, the one that couldn't get his address right or had a girlfriend or whatever they allege, and then the one that they kicked off the other day. They are even about to make a bag. Whatever they are doing, y'all, if they are low income people, even if they're because I think the 51-year-old was like a chemist or something like that, right? They are about to make a whole bag. When I say they're about to be overnight millionaires by telling their stories, making book deals, going up on Dateline and Lifetime. I'm telling you, this is about to be a whole Lifetime movie, possibly. I don't know if it's going to be like a Tubi movie made, if it's going to be a Lifetime movie made. with Netflix. I'm telling you, these jurors are gonna cash out. I'm telling you. I'm gonna see. Can I get an interview for $5.99? I be trying to get the discount price, but if I can get one of them jurors to give them, $20, before they start making millions, I'm telling you, if I find one of them and they will let me do an interview, I'm telling you, I'm gonna interview them. I am going to interview them. But y'all, they are about to cash out and make the bag. I'm telling you. But y'all, let's finish listening to Sylvia catching this footage.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. What? Yeah.
Yes, Jessica.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Carla, me too. Y'all, look at Mr. Agnifilo. Y'all, I was giving him the maybe you need to go to tutoring at the beginning of the trial. But y'all, they say what he did, he showed out. Even though when he went to did his closing arguments, he was like, I don't need no paper. I'm about to be raw, doing it like without like no paper. He don't have to go up there. He just went off the top of his head. And what did he say? He said, "Oh, the streets are safe now. All the baby oil is off the streets. The streets is safe now, right?" When I say, I was saying his elevator don't go all the way up to the top. And he is missing a couple of screws. And I thought I had to sign him up for lawyer 101 tutoring. At the beginning of the trial, I was like, where did he find this lawyer at? Did he go and find him in the Cracker Jack box? When he said, oh, he got the baby oil from Costco's, he just stocked up. And Costco's don't even sell baby oil. I was like, oh my God. You is starting off on the wrong foot, Mr. Agnifilo. You is starting off on the wrong foot, baby. I was like, OMG. Really? This is what we doing? So I was like, Diddy is going to be, I'm telling you, they about to smoke him. He about to be like a whole skeleton. I'm telling you, before it's even the end of the trial, the way it started out, I'm telling you, I was like, where he get, I could have signed up to be one of the, like I wouldn't want to, but I'm saying, if I had to sign up, I could have signed up to be a one of Diddy's lawyers. Not that I want to, but I'm just saying, I'm not even a lawyer. My education, my background is not being a lawyer. But at least I would have known to say that, Diddy was just, stocking up because he supports the, the baby nursery in St. Cedars-Sinai Hospital. He was like, oh, he just got it from Costco's. Knowing Costco's, he didn't even do his research. He could have went over there on Google, hit up Costco's and see, click baby oil. And he would have known, it would have said, item not sold here or something. He didn't even give it time to do that. And when he did that, and then when he was going on tour, I was like, what is going on with this lawyer? What in the Waka Flocka Flame is going on? Is he just happy and excited like a kid in the candy store? Happy to be Diddy's lawyer. I'm Diddy's lawyer. I'm Diddy's lawyer. Hey, I'm Diddy's lawyer. Hey, he don't even care to say his name. Hey, I'm Diddy's lawyer. Just, spewing that out. That was like what he was like going on tour, hollering and screaming, telling everybody he's Diddy's lawyer. And I'm like, and remember he said, yeah, Diddy can't wait to get on the stand. He can't wait to tell his story. And I'm thinking, no, Diddy don't want to tell his story. I think Diddy better stay right there in that seat and not move to the left, to the right, and don't go past go. I'm just saying, I was like, he is like really doing the most on the coast. He is too excited to be Diddy's lawyer. And he is just, I'm telling you, he was slipping and sliding with Diddy's baby oil that he got all through YouTube, TMZ, all these shows, all these YouTube and Elemental P, ABC doing the most on the coast. And I'm like, is this what Diddy paid his money for? He already done paid his money for these hoes out here on them streets. Jane Ho baby, 50 Cent baby mama. He done paid all his money to them dumb heifers. And now he over here paying to a dumb lawyer. But let me take that back, because he showed up and showed out. He was like one of the lead attorneys on there. So he showed up and showed out for Diddy. We got to give him his flowers, because he showed up and showed out. And the prosecution team, they said they showed up and showed out too. But y'all, they was trying to, railroad them too. Like I said, I'm gonna bring that information because I may do I'm planning to do from what me and Queen may do a panel. So we may do a panel, I believe, like next week or something like that. But I got to get with her on that. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna be doing a panel because we want to hear what people got to say. And you know what? Not this weekend, but maybe sometime next week or next weekend or something like that, because we're going out of town. Maybe next weekend or when I come back, when we get back on Sunday, I think we come back Sunday. We're just going for a short weekend for the 4th. I don't know. I may do like a panel. I may do like a live panel. If y'all want to come up, y'all want to tell how you guys feel about it. Y'all don't have to get on camera. Y'all can just, put the camera off and y'all can say what y'all want to say. Because I want to hear everybody's like people's thoughts and opinions. Like, how did you feel at the beginning of the trial? Is it the same way you feel now at the end of the trial? Because I'm telling you, my thoughts changed too. But I wasn't going like, I don't think I was going back and forth. I was really hardcore. I was like, no, he's a monster. Throw away the key. But then I was like starting to realize, wait a minute, no tapes. No Justin Bieber, no Ellen. Okay, this is like taking an L, a quick L. I mean, taking a whole L at the light. And I was like, okay, this is really like changing. And what nailed hit the nail on the coffin, what took it in for me is when I went to the courthouse, like I said, and Mia, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, was on the stand and her forehead was testifying. And I was like, okay, I'm done. Okay, this is enough. I'm done. And then Garcia, his testimony, I think, was great. The one that he went to Diddy's house and he sold the USB and he said he was shocked. He said he had $100,000. Could y'all imagine having $100,000 in cash in like a brown, a brown garbage bag or brown sack or whatever he had in? Could y'all imagine that? Y'all, I would be so scared. I would be so scared somebody's gonna rob me or the money gonna blow out the window, whatever, if I'm letting the window, because I'm probably sweating like a hostage. I'm rolling the window down, then all the money flying out the window. Y'all, I would have been scared. But he did a great testimony. He was a big dude too. You could tell he was a security. He was like a big dude. Garcia. So he walked past, and then also his CFO, he did a great testimony too, I think, because I was like, why are they asking him all these questions? But he did a good job too, I think, because those are the 3 that we've seen. There was like some other people, I think, that testified the 2 days that we were there. But Garcia, when I say y'all, he was in there singing like a songbird and told exactly, what he was, because he said he was like, didn't want to be dealing with this Diddy stuff. He was like, didn't want to, even come and testify. But when he testified, I think he did a great job in telling everything that happened from the time that Diddy with them was, Diddy and KK was stalking. Where is KK at? Is KK a Fed? Is KK working with the feds? I wonder. My baby Jamil says facts. Yeah, KK, is she a Fed? Because she didn't get called to the stand. Or did she not get called to the stand and be subpoenaed because KK wouldn't flip and sell Diddy out? Or did she sell Diddy out and work for the prosecution team? And they were like, girl, you did a good job. Thanks for busting him up according to what they believe in. I'm telling you. Or are they going to bring KK and that other guy, what's his name? Are they going to bring them on charges? I mean, I don't know. D-Dot says, could be. Jamil, my baby, says she wouldn't flip on them. On him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Either she wouldn't flip on him, so if they would have bought her in, she probably would have snapped on the stand, because y'all know J-Ho-Ho 50 Cent baby mama was snapping, talking about what's my body worth. Well, heifer, I don't know. How many bodies do you have? And how much were you charging per eggplant to enter and exit, all holes? So you tell me how much your body worth is, because I don't know how many you got, because you got more bodies in the cemetery. So you tell me how much of your body's worth. Because how much was Diddy paying for you? $10,000 a month? That adds up really fast. So evidently, we don't know. I mean, you tell us, because we know you done been around the block. You got more bodies than all the cemeteries in the whole United States, right? So I'm just saying, you tell me. So she snapped. She was asked, I mean, she was getting smart with the prosecution team. How much is my body worth? What? Are you serious? Are you serious? I think that's when the prosecution asked her, well, how much is your purse? Y'all, when I heard, they said that, that was in the notes, because there's no TV, right? No cameras in the courtroom. But when people was reading that, I was like, are you serious? Girl, you don't want them. You should never even ask that question, because that question would have had, I'm telling you, that question would have made you even look even worse than what you already look, because we already know you a hoe all the way through Hollywood, all the way through New York, Miami, everywhere, anywhere you go, any state that you touch, everybody knows that you a hoe, and everybody got a turn at the doorknob. So we not even gonna play them games. So don't ask us how much is my body worth, because we don't know. I mean, you got a lot of bodies, and I'm sure a lot of people didn't pay. I mean, maybe not much. Maybe they didn't pay a little bit, because you barely able to get Diddy to pay $10,000 for a rental property. Now, if you was that good, you would have had all kinds. You would have had a house bought for you, right? You wouldn't even had to be asking and begging for no rent money. You would have had that joke of, no, you ain't renting me a house. You better go and purchase a house. You want me to freak off for a rental property? Oh, you got me all the way messed up. How you gonna fix your mouth and ask me, give me some, can I get some rent money? I'll just, rent your house. No, Ninja, you not gonna rent me no house. You gonna buy me a house, and it's gonna be in my name. And you think that you're going to take it from me? Absolutely not. You want me to freak off 7 days a week? Well, I got the hot box. I got the herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea. My lips is broke out. My hot box is broke out. It's burning. And you think that I'm going to allow you to rent me a house for $10,000? Girl, you is a cheap ho, 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 Merry Christmas on the low. I'm just saying, y'all. She is a cheap one. I'm telling you, she is so cheap. I'm telling you, there's no way a man will rent me a house if I was in that lifestyle, which I would never sell my soul for $1, a penny, or anything. But she does. But there's no way that I'm going to accept you renting a house for $10,000 for me. No, absolutely not. No, I need a mortgage and along with a deed. No, I need the deed, and I need the house to be paid off cash. Where is the deed at? I need the deed, and it needs to be in my name. You are not renting me no $10,000 a month property. No, you're gonna buy me a house. Sorry, you want me to do all this freaking off. You want me to pop the Obama pills. You want me to sniff the white stuff, the pink stuff, the purple stuff, and you think that's all worth $10,000? How am I gonna pay these bills up in this house? How am I gonna pay the electricity bill? She is so dumb. I'm telling you, she is so dumb. I mean, I'm telling you, I could not even believe she came out of her mouth like that. Well, how much am I worth? I don't know. You tell me. You got a whole lot of bodies. I don't know. How long you been spinning the block, and how much you charge per customer? That's how much I can add it up. Let me add it up real quick. Hold on. It's gonna take me. I'm gonna be like Medea. Remember Medea? You see on there going like this? I don't know. Let's see, because we know that you got a bad reputation. You do everything. Make them disappear. You do the eggplants. All the holes are open for business. You do everything. Nothing is off limits to you. You do twosome, threesome, foursomes. You do flips. You got the heels on, breaking your ankles. You do the wigs. I'm telling you, you take it on all holes. You take the pills, the ketamines, the white powder, the pink powder. I'm telling you, you will fly from here, from over there. You will go steal people boyfriends. I mean, you I'm telling you, is wide open. I'm telling you, is wide open and wired for sound. And that's how Diddy was able to get in, because that's how dumb she was. You're really dumb. You're making yourself look really terrible. I mean, I don't know. There may be some ones worse than him, worse than her, but you make yourself look really bad. Now everybody knows that you was a hoe. Now Diddy's going to return you back to the streets, just like 50 Cent did. 50 Cent said, let me return her back to the streets. And 50 Cent going to court to get that son. I will go get my child too, because I won't want you kissing on my son. You got the herpes simplex A, B, C, D, and LMNOP. You got everything going on. Your box is hot. I mean, probably stinking. You stink. You're probably looking disgusting, right? I wouldn't want nobody. If I was a man, I wouldn't want my baby mama that been, making it disappear to be kissing on my son either. I wouldn't even want her to touch him. Like, you is nasty. That is gross, right? To each their own, though. Hey, Ken, how are you? That is nasty. So 50 Cent said, oh, I returned her back to the streets. I knew she was a sex worker. I told y'all she was Diddy's sex workers. And he did he? Did 50 Cent not say, my baby mama is one of Diddy's sex workers? Didn't he tell us that? He told us that off the rip. And she was like, I'm not no Diddy sex worker. And then here she is on the stand. Like, girl, you need to go sit down somewhere. Diddy and 50 Cent and all them people know that you ain't nothing but an easy target. You're easy bait. You're not even bait. All they can do is just say, hey, how you doing? And you tumbling your drawers down. I mean, that's how easy you are. I'm just saying, you're nasty. You're like a walking, you're a walking germ, and you think that you're gonna sit here and I want to testify as Jane Doe. Heifer, we all know who you is. I don't want nobody to know about my son, and because my baby daddy and Diddy, they're enemies. Oh, okay, that's all you had to say. That's all you had to say to give it away. She should have never said that. She should have never said that. I would have never said that. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even let people know that I have kids. I wouldn't even told them. I wouldn't even said nothing. I just want to testify under Jane Doe because I don't want nobody to know my name. She talking about my son and this, that, and the third. She is slower than molasses. I mean, her elevator does not go all the way up to the top. But that's okay because Diddy is making sure that rent ain't going nowhere no more, right? Her rent is not going to get paid. Diddy probably on the phone right now at the MDC calling his FCO. Hey, make sure you take that hole off my books. Make sure that no more money goes over there to that rent. She wants to find some rent. She better start working that block again and stay in the light. I'm just saying, right? Stay in the light, Jane Doe. Stay in the light and stay in them streets. He just returned you back to the streets. So now you have to go and spin the block again and now find the next dummy to get $10,000 to pay your rent. Or maybe you should just go to a area where you can afford it with that $4,700 child support that 50 Cent is paying you. I'm just saying, right? But y'all, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. I'm supposed to be over here packing because we supposed to be getting out here early in the morning. I got to wake up in the morning and ain't did nothing that I'm supposed to do. I ain't packed no bag. I did do the laundry, though. I get a C. Because I did the laundry. I just didn't put it up yet. But I need to go in here and pack because I know Jamil was like, what in the world is you doing, baby? I know he's probably already got his bag packed and everything. And here I am over here gallivanting in the YouTube streets, right? But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. Diddy is in jail still. He did not get bail. They denied the bail. They said that he was a flight risk. And also Cassie's lawyer contacted the judge and said she's scared, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. So they are not allowing Diddy to get out. And they're having a court hearing, I believe, on the 8th, for his sentencing. So what is he going to get? I don't know. The prosecution is of course going for the gusto. I think Diddy's team, the defense team, is saying I think 2 to 5 years or something, but I don't know what's going to happen. But Diddy, they do need to sit him down because he is a little, not even a little, he is a lot of bit arrogant, right? Y'all, he's a whole mess. He's a whole a turtle in a half shell, right? He's a whole turtle in a half shell during survival year. I'm telling you some of this stuff. I'm telling you, if he would be talking to somebody, I'm telling you, somebody would have been knocked his block off his head off his shoulders, right? But he just ain't ran into the right one because y'all know he's a powerful person. He got goons. He got people that's going to take care of him, but he ain't putting up no dukes for somebody. He let somebody else fight his battles. I'm just saying. But will he last in prison? Do y'all think he's gonna be tough in prison? Do y'all think he gonna be protected? Do y'all think that he gonna be he never been up to prison before? So the MDC is different from prison. So do y'all think he gonna be surviving them federal prison streets, y'all? Is he gonna be acting like he's too big for his britches, like he was acting with Ciroc and Dior, whatever, the liquor company? Or is he gonna go sit down and have a seat and start eating some more humble pie? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But is some inmates gonna, put some elbows on him? Some kettlebells, maybe, the kettlebells, maybe some feet on him, during survival while he's in there, like he was doing to a whole lot of people, slapping Drake, pow, slapped him right on in his face, right? When he put them kettlebells on them people, I'm just saying, y'all, is he gonna get look like my mom said, give him a dose of his own medication? Is Diddy gonna get a dose of his own medication? Is he gonna have to go to the horse piddler before he even enters into the regular population? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. But y'all, we gonna see how this is gonna go. Cause I was saying 10 to 40 years only because of what they were accusing him of, like with the RICO. I was like, ooh, that's a long one. I don't think he ever see the light of day, right? But with the 2 to 5, if that's what they give him, he'll do that time. When he comes out, I hope he will, sit down and think about what he's done to people, paying people back. Remember, he was taking the making of the bands their money, remember Mace and all of that. So hopefully, if the feds don't take all his money, because they said that federal forfeiture may be coming, it may be coming around the corner, coming around the corner faster than what we think. But we have to see at the sentencing hearing, are they going to let him know? Are they going to, put the night lights down on everything? Because they said his bank accounts are frozen right now. And that one or a few of, or not, maybe all of his lawyers are kind of working pro bono for him. So I don't know. Maybe he got some big, healthy lawyer bill, because I don't know how many lawyers he have, 50, 11 lawyers. So he going to have 50, 11 bills coming from left and right. And if that money ain't right and it marched out of his account to the federal, the Fed's hands, I mean, he might as well just wait until he gets out to try to make a comeback. And if he makes a comeback, I wish nobody nothing but the best. But at least, he got what he got with, this case being most of the charges, well, some guilty, some innocent, but for the big one, innocent, which is the RICO. And that's the one that I think he was really, I would have been scared of that one too. The RICO, I would have been scared. Tammy says, grab your Kleenex Diddy boppers and get a hug from the back. I know, right? Hug for the back, from the back, right? I'm telling you, a lot of them Diddy supporters, really, really, I am not saying I'm a Diddy supporter. I'm saying I'm for doing the right thing, because I don't like the way he acts. All I care about is the facts that he has, been charged for the right thing. So I'm just for the right thing. We know I wouldn't go to no party. I'm not trying to, Diddy send me a 4th of July, invite, but I'm just for doing the right thing and for charging anybody with the appropriate thing. Now, if it doesn't matter what color you are or race, we have to know and we have to see that if you didn't do that crime, you shouldn't be doing that time for that criminal charge. So we got to just keep it real. So Charles says Diddy is Nino Brown in New Jack City. Oh Lord. Yeah, so I don't know, y'all, but I need to get off of here. Hey, Oatmeal, how are you? Oatmeal says, hey, TL, they should have let out bail. They are keeping him because of the beat. Yeah, I think so too, because remember, they already said that, Oatmeal. They said that Cassie's lawyer wrote a hurry up. He was in there. Y'all, he was in there typing. He was typing up that letter on behalf of Cassie. They said that I guess something, I don't know what the letter entailed, but basically he hurried up and got in contact with the judge, and the judge put the night lights out. The judge went up on the stand. He said, bail denied. And then the judge was out of there. He left. So he was basically saying, no, don't ask again. See you later. See you on Tuesday, right? For your sentencing. That was it. So I don't think for once, so I'm just being for real. I'm being honest. Diddy, I don't think he's worried about like Jane Ho Merry Christmas, going after her, going after Cassie or anybody. I think right now Diddy, he has been set down. He's getting the reality that jail is not the place to be. and he is worried about seeing them kids and his mama, his Janice with the Timu wig and the all them matching blonde Dracula nails. So he is worried about seeing them. I don't think for one moment he's probably worried about all of this other stuff. He just wants to be home. Look, he just wants to walk in his house and feel the feeling. He wants to feel that great feeling of being home after being in that nasty MDC. It's funky, it's nasty, it smells like who did it and what for. Y'all know some people are not clean. They probably won't take no shower. They smell like fresh cut onions. They is stinking. They is funky. They don't want to take no shower at the MDC. They got roaches. I mean, the beds are hard. The mattresses are like this thick. I'm telling you, he just wants to probably get home to a regular sized bed that he has, the luxury kind, because that MDC bed is not MDCing, right? So I don't think for one moment he would, I don't think that he would, because he is probably way beyond that, even to be upset. He's probably upset because, look, we all know only what Diddy, what the evidence presented. Is there way more to it? I don't know. I don't know. But Diddy knows the things that he did. Only Diddy knows everything he did, right? Diddy knows every single thing he did. Like, we only know bits and pieces of the story, right? And we try to put it together. But Diddy knows everything that he has done. So he knows, no, this is not true. This is really not true. He's the one can say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Ken says it takes a little money to die. Hey, Craig, Mississippi, how are you? Craig, Mississippi says his mama says he's such a good boy. Craig, Mississippi, where? Where at? Diddy is a whole demonic entity, and she is the reason why he's a whole demonic entity. And like I said, I respect my elders, but Miss Janice, I'm sorry. Your mothering skills were not mothering, and it shows right now. No. It's not mothering for me. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna disrespect her, but that Timu wig is a little, for all that money Diddy got, your wigs should be slamming, mama. I'm just saying. Your wigs, they should be wigging, right? They shouldn't be Timu wigging. They should be like, I don't know what type of hair, because I don't wear wigs. I wear braids, but the highest quality of a wig. I don't know, whatever it be. You should be having a better wig than that on, Janice. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe she like me, love Timu, got maybe a Timu credit card or something. I don't even know if they got Timu credit cards. But I think Janice got the Timu wig credit card. I'm just saying, right? Braun says Diddy had the baby oil and surviving grill for the... Bronze, you is crazy. Look, they were saying Diddy's coming home tonight. Diddy coming home. Diddy about to be home, about to throw some steaks and want some lobster tails. Oh, it's about to be a 4th of July party. That's what everybody was saying. This is what was being told to everybody. And then for the judge to hurry up and go in there and say, oh, no, Diddy's denied bail. They say he went in there, said his bail was denied, and the judge got out of there like quick. He was like, denied. And then he left. So I'm telling you, everybody was saying he's getting off from the intel that they heard. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Maybe the 4th of July for him is looking like maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't know, y'all. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich and maybe some Cheez-Its or something, or maybe some canned tuna. I don't know. I don't know. Try says Diddy is done like R. Kelly. He may as well get ready to deal with it. Braun says D-Dot, always laughing at D-Dot. D-Dot is a mess. But y'all, I don't know. But I do know is I wish I had somebody to pack this suitcase for me, because I got to go pack the suitcase. I don't like to pack and I don't like to unpack, y'all. I'm telling you, I just need like a robot. Do they make packing and unpacking robots? Maybe I need to go and find one, because I'm telling you, when it's time to pack, I am super last minute. Like, I'm telling you, I am super last minute on packing. But I got to get off of here and go pack my bag and, oh, Lord, do all this other stuff. And Jermaine says peanut butter is gross. Oh Lord. Well, that's what Diddy's probably gonna be eating, because y'all know that's what they be giving them inmates, the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and peanut butter sandwiches, maybe a mayonnaise and what they do them the nasty cheese with some mayo or something. Ugh. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Charles says, Diddy, don't drop the soap. Oh no, baby. He might like dropping the soap. Like my baby Jamil said, the one thing that Diddy may need to get him when he get out is he may need to get a boyfriend and just call it a day and let everybody know, yes, I like men booty. I love men booty. And we love everybody here at the lounge if that's what Diddy likes, because it seems like that's what he likes. He only had them women to be on like eye candy on his, arms. But when it came to, getting the cheeks clapped, no, he wants somebody else. What did he say? Get somebody else to do it. Oh, let's call Ricky. Let's call the Punisher. Hurry up, call the Punisher, because I don't want none of that between your legs. He did not want nothing between them legs, right? He like Oprah. I don't want nothing stabbing. I don't want nothing. Don't open your legs because I don't want it, right? Oprah says she don't want the eggplant. No, she don't want the eggplant. Don't open your legs, Stabby, because I don't want what's in between them. I'm just saying, y'all. Diddy did not want what was between them girls. And I don't know how he had so many babies. Did he, since he liked to play in the men's after, did he just go to the sperm bank and see if he can, donate and then have like artificial like insemination to the baby mamas? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because I'm saying he was acting like he is allergic to the vajayjay. He don't want nothing between no woman's legs. He want to see somebody else clap him because he want to look at that man's butt while he's, performing, performing like Michael Jackson. He just want to see the man's booty going, clenching and, doing all this other stuff. That's what he wants. That's all Diddy wants. He does not. He's allergic to what women have. He don't want that, but he wants the beauty of being arm candy. That's all Diddy wants. Diddy just needs to get him a boyfriend, and he needs to just go ahead and come out. Maybe him and what's his name? What is his name? Golly, what's the ones that just had the lawsuit? Tyler Perry. Maybe Tyler Perry and Diddy just need to be boyfriend. I'm just saying. And everything will be okay, because with them men, for some reason, it's like they have to keep their sexuality a secret. We already know what time it is. Like, we love everybody. It doesn't matter what you like, same sex, opposite sex, whatever, right? But we know that you both don't want to come out the closet. So maybe y'all should stay in the closet and just call it a day with each other, if that is, what it's going to be. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. But let me get off here, because, y'all, I'll be rumbling on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. The next thing you know, it's time to get on the plane, y'all. So thanks for stopping in. Diddy's still locked up, like I said. He has court next week for his hearing. And y'all, we're going to see what's going to happen. We are going to see what's going to happen. Diddy wanted a speedy trial, so they hurried up and sped him and gave him his speedy trial. So y'all, we going to see what happens next week. And we just going to keep on bringing you guys the updates on what we find out. So y'all, thanks for stopping in. Always lead with love, peace, and tranquility. And like Diddy always says, y'all, stay in the light, y'all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.